everybody. Okay, so this is like take number 6 in this video, and I really don't feel like having 100 takes today. So I'm just gonna try to go through it all, and if I say something stupid, I'm sorry. I don't feel like editing much. I'm sick right now, and ugh. Okay, so I had my 3D ultrasound done on March 1st, and that was awesome. It was so awesome. If you guys are debating whether you want a 3D ultrasound or not, definitely do it. It's totally worth it. The employees there are amazing, and they make it about you, and they give you like this little mom packet. I got like a magazine, I think parenting magazine. I mean, you can get that anywhere, but it was just really nice gesture. Then I got like samples of prenatals and these cute little travel bags. Let me go see if I can find it. Hold on. Ooh, try not to shake the table too much. Okay, so it's nothing like big and special, but I thought it was cute. I haven't gotten anything from my doctor yet, so they got like sample prenatals and stuff. It's right here, baby. Come get it. I'm not editing anything out. Come get it, baby. Okay, we'll go get lunch when I'm done, okay? Okay. All right, so they were just really nice and just so personable. And I'm originally from Florida, and both the owner and the tech who did the ultrasound, they're both from Florida as well. So I just find it odd, like everybody I meet here is from Florida, even my OBGYN. So that was, we had stuff to talk about, and it was just a lot of fun. I got some pictures of the baby. We found out the gender. I was gonna do this really cute gender reveal video, but my son got sick with a stomach virus, and then we all started feeling better over the weekend. Well, we all ended up getting kind of sick from it. And then we all started feeling better over the weekend, so I was gonna do the video in this really pretty park, and it's just a ton of fields, and it's just gorgeous, and it's got streams and creeks, and it's just beautiful. But when I got there was almost no parking. I was like, what is going on? Every single field had a soccer game going on. I mean, there were hundreds and hundreds of people. Like, I couldn't, if I went like this, I would be touching at least 2-3 people. So, that was a bummer. So we just went for a nice walk that day anyway. Now my son has a cold, my husband has a cold, and I woke up yesterday afternoon after my anatomy scan with a cold. So, yeah, we've just been, ugh. As for symptoms, I am 18 weeks. I don't know if I said that already, but I am 18 weeks and 2 days, I believe. 2 or 3 days. And my symptoms are a lot less now. I was still having morning sickness up until about, I think I still had it in my last video, and I did the video, what, at 16 weeks? I think I still had some morning sickness. And now it's almost completely gone. I do have an increased gag reflex, so if I think of something gross, I'm more prone to gag now than I was before I was pregnant. But other than that, it's fine. I feel great. My son is wanting lunch, and I'm trying to do a video really quick. So as for cravings, I'm really not craving anything too crazy. The other day I did want chocolate cake, grapes, and fried chicken with mayonnaise, but other than that, like, I'm not craving like disgusting stuff. Well, somebody might think that's disgusting, but I mean, I'm not craving like yogurt and pickles or something gross like that. I'm sorry if people crave that. Sorry to diss your craving, but no, and I'm really, I'm craving a lot of fried chicken and cheeseburgers, so I'm about to go leave and get a cheeseburger. I know, I'm that mom that's about to give my kid a Happy Meal, whatever. But other symptoms, I'm out of breath, and my resting heart rate's like around 100. And the doctor said that's fine, that's perfectly normal, because I have extra blood that's pumping through, but it does not feel good at all. So I don't remember being this exhausted with my son. Like, the thought of going upstairs is just like, I dread it. And I'm pretty, like, I used to be a pretty active person, so going upstairs is nothing. So, hey, baby, you want to be in the video? Okay. So the thought of going upstairs it makes me cringe. Is that your baby?
Baby.
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 Yeah.
You.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay, I'll show you some shots that we got. I'm sorry if he's shaking the table, but here's some shots we got of the baby. Sorry if it's glary. It's like shiny glare paper. Whoa, you're shaking the table. Want the salt? Here's another profile of the baby. Hope you can see it. Okay, so that was all from my 3D ultrasound, and they got some great pictures. Is that salt? What are you doing with it? I also got a video along with it, and it's just really, it was just awesome. I loved it. I think it was, I paid like $120 for the whole session, and I mean, that's less than what my ultrasounds are with my doctor. So, hey! What are you doing? Okay. So, I need those to show people. Uh-oh. Well, he just took my anatomy scan pictures. Can I have them? Okay, thank you. So then yesterday I had my anatomy scan. Come on up. Can you say hi, YouTube?
No.
Say hi, YouTube. Can you wave?
No. Hi, Toot.
Hi, Toot.
No.
Say hi.
No. Hi, Toot.
Hi, Toot.
No.
No, what are you saying?
Hi, Toot.
Say hi, YouTube.
Apple.
You want the book? You want the book?
Whoa.
Whoa. So I had my anatomy scan yesterday, and I got a different tech than I've been getting. And I just, she was nice. She was a lot nicer. But I still think they just hire, like, non-bull people. Like, they just get their job done. It's not about, like, the 3D ultrasound that I paid for was about the parents and the experience. And yeah. And when I had anatomy scan with Logan, it was, you know, they made sure that we saw parts of the baby and explained everything, and was, it made it, you know, memorable. Which this place is just boom, 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 in and out. Like, I remember my anatomy scan with him was about an hour, and like 45 minutes to an hour, and this was like not even 20 minutes. So it was just really odd. Right when I got in, the girl, she was really nice. I forgot her name now, but she was nice. And she just said, "You're 18 weeks, you're too early for an anatomy scan." Which I'm like, really? I had an anatomy scan with my son at 18 weeks. But, you're not warm. I just thought that was really odd. So it's kind of like she went into the, honey, it's kind of like she went into these, the ultrasound already knowing that I was going to have to come back. Like, I don't know. So, my son actually threw a temper tantrum in the waiting room. So my husband took him out to the car and tried to calm him down. So my husband missed the anatomy scan. Was only there for like the last 5 minutes. I had asked her some questions. I asked if my placenta had moved out of the way or whatever, and she was kind of like rude about that. She's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Well, I have an interior placenta, and I wanted to know if it has shifted any." And she's like, "Who told you it shifts?" And I'm thinking, my doctors? Because with him, I had a partial placenta, is it called Previa or whatever. It's where it's partially over the cervix. And the doctor at his anatomy scan, it's the camera. No, you can't have it. The doctor at that anatomy scan. Okay, I just saw, as I'm editing that, the video cut out into what I was saying. So I remember where I was going with that. So what I was saying was that I asked her if the placenta could move, or if it had moved, or if it's going to move, or whatever. And she said, "Well, who told you that the placenta would move?" And I said, "My doctor did." Because when I was pregnant with my son, I had, I think I just said this, but it was partially over the cervix. And the doctor at the time said, "No need to worry. The placenta will probably move out of the way. It most likely does. It'll shift out of the way as your uterus grows." So at my 13-week ultrasound with this baby, the doctor said the same thing, that I have an interior placenta, not the same thing over the cervix, but I have an interior placenta, and he did say the same thing as when the uterus grows, that the placenta could shift out of the way. So That's what I've been told by 2 doctors, and the tech was like, no, it doesn't shift out of the way, it doesn't move. And then she went on this huge spiel about, she's like, kind of made me feel kind of stupid, because she's like, your placenta has to be attached to the uterus. How else would your baby get nutrients? Because it doesn't just float around in there. And it just really made me feel stupid. So that's the whole point I was getting at in that video before my camera cut out. So let's go back to what I originally recorded, and okay, I'll see you back there, I guess. Or you'll see me in a second. You'll see me in the past, because this is me in the future. That's kind of weird. Think about that one. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, sorry, my son was trying to steal the camera. She's like, why do you want the placenta to move anyway? And I'm like, because I want to feel the baby kick. And she's like, honey, you're only 18 weeks. You're not feeling your baby kick. I'm like, honey, I felt my son at 14 weeks, and I've been feeling this one since 14 weeks. I'm like, I've been feeling the baby kick, trust me. She's like, no, you're not going to feel your baby kick until about 25 weeks. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know it all, whatever. But like, see, she was really nice. She wasn't like, she was condescending a little bit, but not like the other lady. Not like the other lady. She did argue with me about the monosomy 21, because she asked me about my other miscarriages, and I said that our last baby had monosomy 21, and she's like, oh, you mean trisomy? And I'm like, no, monosomy. But I think it's because it's just so rare that people think that I'm wrong when I say monosomy. They just think I mean trisomy, and I don't, because it was extremely rare thing to happen. And it seems to take everybody that I tell that's a medical professional, just seems to take them back a little, like, what? And she said, wow, I've actually never met anybody who's, you know, gone through that. And I'm like, well, I get to be the lucky one. But I don't want to say all bad things about her, because she was really nice. When my husband finally came in for like the last 5 minutes with my son, she was like, oh my God, you're so cute, how are you? Like, not talking to my husband, but to my son. She said that to my husband, we'd have a problem. But she was saying that to my son. And she actually was like, Daddy, you want to hear the heartbeat? So she went back over the heartbeat with my husband. And but she just didn't try hard to get angles. Like with the 3D ultrasound, the baby was kind of like up in the placenta, and she couldn't get a good profile shot, so she just made me jiggle, and she made me get up and, you know, shake a little, and she jiggled my stomach, and guess what? Baby moved. And she was able to get a cute profile shot. This girl just went, can't get a profile shot, but here's a scary alien view of the face, and then took that. So it was just like, she was just very, very quick. And she said, I couldn't get all the shots I needed because baby wasn't in the right spot. She's like, you're going to have to come back in a few weeks. So I'll come back in a few weeks. I'll get to see the baby again in an ultrasound, so that makes me happy. What are you doing? Is that sugar? Are you messing with the sugar? Yeah. Don't get your finger caught like you did last time, okay?
Whoa.
Okay, keep the lid closed.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, let's not play in the sugar.
Oh.
Okay, if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm trying to make sure he doesn't cause, like, a sugar avalanche in my house. So she got a few shots, but she said everything looks perfect. And, honey, that's in the way. Okay, now it flips up like that and then flips down. Okay. So she said everything looks great that she got. Here's some pictures. There's, like, the face and the body. She said that was the stomach. That's the placenta, and it's anterior, so it's up in the front. There's little feet. I don't know if you can really hold it that way. There's like a little foot, and then here's another one of the foot. So then I talked to my doctor and then the high-risk doctor, and they just said everything looked great, and we're cruising. I don't know if you guys got to see these. This is the 3D. I don't know how well it showed up, but look at that face. And then this is the profile she got. Perfect profile. Just beautiful. And then the face. And then another face, and a little bumper, and the legs, and the feet. So, so cute. So, like I said, I was going to do a big elaborate gender reveal video, but we all got sick. So At my 13-week ultrasound, the doctor guessed that it was a boy. And I watched that video so many times. And I kept seeing the cord between the legs. And I'm like, is that really a boy? I'm like, I don't know. So I was still not 100% sold that it was a boy after that. Because also, like, they still have nubs, like, around 13, 14 weeks. My neighbor was actually told that her first daughter was a boy at 15 weeks. And it turns out that she is not. She's a girl. So I went in really not knowing if we were having a boy or girl. It does not matter. I did not care. You just want to know so you can plan. So since I didn't do the big elaborate gender reveal video, I'm going to let you see the ultrasound picture and see if you guys can decide for a couple seconds. Like, I'll just hold it on there for a few seconds and see if you can decide. And then I'll tell you what it is. Shot. I think that is pretty obvious. I mean, if you can't tell what that is. So this is the leg, and that's the leg. This is the butt, and this is something protruding out. So, yes, let's all say it together, folks. It's a boy. This is our beautiful baby boy. I am so excited. I could not be any happier. And oh, my baby boy. So, okay, his name, we have decided, and it's kind of funny because I threw out tons of names with my son, and I mean, I threw out name after name after name at my husband. It was no, 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 no. And I'm like, fucking whatever. And then he comes up with the name Logan James for my son, and oh, I like it. So his name's Logan James. Well, this time I did the same thing. I threw out tons of names at my husband, and it was no, 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 no. And then he comes up with the name, and I'm like, oh, I like it. So he's named both of our children, and this little boy's name is Elijah Alexander, and we're going to call him Eli, baby Eli. So I cannot wait to hold my little precious man, and oh, I'm so excited. So the next video I'll probably do will be my throat is hurting, is a nursery, not tour because it's not done, but like a nursery progression video maybe, like show us working and what the nursery is going to look like and all that stuff. And yeah, that's about it. So I'm excited. I can't wait to start that project. I have the paint all picked out and everything. So anyway, guys, I will quit rambling and I'll let you go. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out in this video. Alright guys, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for your prayers, and I cannot wait to hold my baby, and yeah, I'm so excited. So, alright guys, see you in my next video. Bye. Okay guys, so here is my belly shot. It's sticking out. My neighbor could tell I was pregnant the other day, and she didn't know beforehand. So yeah, there's the belly. My belly button's looking kind of round. I don't think it's gonna like poke out because it never did with my son, but I think it'll get flat like it did with my son. But my uterus is about right here, the top of it. So this from here up is just bloat, I think. But from here down is definitely baby. So yay! I'm starting to get a little belly showing. So that is the belly shot.